Welcome to your free English lesson online. I'm your English teacher, Chris. Today's topic came from a discussion in one of the classes that I teach. We're going to look at 3 expressions to talk about progress towards our goals. This can be progress towards work goals, or progress towards school goals, or even progress towards health and fitness goals, any type of goals that you have. Expressions can be confusing because you can't always understand what they mean from the words alone. So let's take a look at our 3 expressions to talk about progress towards goals. Number 1, get ahead. Number 2, fall behind. And number 3, catch up. So these are the 3 expressions. Actually, they're all phrasal verbs as well. To understand these expressions, let's use the metaphor of a race. And we will start with number 1, get ahead. In a race, all the runners start at the same place, what we call the starting line. And they all want to move forward towards their goal. That's the finish line. This is what they mean when they say get ahead. It means to move forward towards one's goal, to be successful. Here's an example. At university, people start out at the same place and try to get ahead. All the students start the class knowing little or nothing, and they try to get ahead through studying hard. The end result is learning and a good grade. A good example sentence for education would be, he studies hard to get ahead in his classes. People also want to progress and get ahead in their careers. Here's a good sentence using a work example. She got ahead at her job by improving her skills. We could also say that you're watching this video to get ahead in learning English. Let's look at our second expression to talk about progress towards goals. Fall behind. Sometimes in a race, some runners will go slower. In this picture, we see one man out in front and at least 2 people behind him. They all started out at the same place, but now we can say they have fallen behind the lead runner. Fall behind means to not do something quickly enough or on time or not keep up with others. You can fall behind at school. Imagine that you are home sick and you miss a week of classes. While you're sick, the other students continue to learn and complete assignments. When you return to school, you have fallen behind. The other students are a week ahead of you because they have done more and learned more while you were sick. You can fall behind at work also. Let's say that you work in project management and your team is managing a big project. For this project, it's important to follow the schedule and have the project done on time. Then you get a call that supplies you need to continue the work will arrive a week late. Your team is upset because you've fallen behind on your project and may not finish it on schedule. Here is an example from sports. This woman is an athlete training for a competition. But if she is injured, she may fall behind in her training. Perhaps she won't be ready for the competition if she falls behind. Let's look at our third expression to talk about progress towards goals. Catch up. Do you remember the runners who fell behind? Runners who fall behind must work harder to catch up. Catch up means to regain lost progress or to reach the same level as someone ahead of you. In other words, after you have caught up, you are once again with the other runners. A student who falls behind will catch up by spending extra time studying. Remember the team that fell behind? We could say the team whose supplies were delayed caught up by hiring extra help. Catching up usually requires some extra effort. Now there is another meaning for catch up. It also means to get the latest news from someone who you haven't seen in a long time. For example, perhaps these 2 men are old friends who haven't seen each other in a long time. They might say, we had breakfast and caught up on what's been happening in each other's lives. And those are 3 expressions to talk about your progress towards goals. Get ahead, fall behind, and catch up. What about you? Do you have a question about English? If so, tell me about it in the comments. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.